colorful life, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be here, you guys, to be doing live free mini tarot readings. It has been a little while since I've done a live session. I've been missing you guys, hanging out with you live. So I'm just here today to answer some questions, and there's really no order to this. You can just type your question in the chat, and I'm gonna just use my intuition to just see who I feel guided to answer questions for today. And I'm hoping that maybe, even if your question doesn't get answered, that perhaps there will still be some messages that will come out for you, or that at the very least you'll find this entertaining. If you're clicking on this after it's been uploaded, I still hope that you enjoy some of the messages that come out. And please consider following and subscribing and ring the notification bell, because I don't usually plan these sessions. They usually happen on the weekends when I have a little extra time. And of course, if you would like to receive a personal reading, you can just head over to my website, promiseharmony.com. And if it's your first reading, all you have to do is email me or DM me on Instagram. You'll find my contact information all over this channel, and I'll shoot you a discount code if you've never had a reading from me before and you're interested. So first, I just want to say hi to everybody who's here. It's so great to see you all. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Hi, Jolena. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Seven Heaven. What's up, Amy, Andrea? Hi, Kurtie. Hi, Mystic Makeup. What's going on? Pinky. Hi, Pseudo Elegance. I'm great. What's going on, Secretly Aphrodite? Nice to see some familiar names here. Hi, Gia. Yeah, you guys can just start typing your questions. I'm going to get into it. I'm so excited to be here with you all. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Hope you're getting lots of peace and relaxation, and that you have some time for yourself to do something fun that you like to enjoy. So Amy, Andrea, should I stay in my current job or take the new job? Now, of course, this is a choice you should make with your heart, but I want to see, what does the path look like if you stay in your current job versus what does the path look like if you leave and go to the new job. So if you stay... Oh gosh. Okay, so here's what I see. First of all, like, staying in your new job, the cards I got are kind of nasty. I mean, this is a good one. This is the Six of Swords. This is somebody who's just like, bye, Felicia, I'm leaving this behind. I'm over it. Like, there's not really a lot that this thing is offering me. I'm just getting a message that the ability for you to move up in this job or climb the ladder or go to the next level is almost like blocked for some reason. Like maybe there's just not a lot of options or opportunity for upward mobility. And I see the Death card. It might be that there's a part of you that just wants a change, that just wants something new. So, I mean, it really does look like this is coming to an end, and like this opportunity to go to this new job has come for a reason. So based off these cards, I'd probably recommend that you take the new job. However, your guides don't want you to be fooled, because sometimes, like, you're gonna have similar problems at a new job. I always say, like, wherever you go, there you are. So pay attention when you get this new job if you have similar issues or things that are coming up. Sometimes these are karmic lessons that we have to learn, a lot of times about like setting boundaries, or it could just be that this next job is going to be good to support you while you work towards a bigger dream. And so I do see the Hermit energy about you being able to protect your energy a little bit better at this new job. Sometimes when you walk into a new job, it's a great opportunity for you to set better boundaries, create better work-life balance, and create better habits and routines. So you could go into this new job, keep your head down, have professional relationships with people, but maybe not get so emotionally involved or invested in the drama of the workplace. You know what I mean? Like maybe you decide to have a healthier balance with how you're taking care of yourself and how you're spending your time outside of work. Sometimes a new opportunity, a new job, a switch in your routine gives you that motivation to make the changes you need to make. But to be honest, I see the Ace of Cups here. This is a beautiful opportunity that Spirit's offering to you. And then we're getting King of Pentacles, almost like there is upward mobility. You can move up, or like there's going to be more money, or you can negotiate even better pay. So I would suggest to take the new job, but you got to trust your heart. I think this is a wonderful opportunity. These two cards here are making me really happy for you, thinking like, yay, you manifested this, like this is a good for you. So I hope that this resonates with you, Amy. Thank you so much for always coming on my channel, and I hope to hear from you soon. What's going on out there, you guys? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I'm so happy to be here pulling cards for you guys for free today. I'm just going to choose a couple of people that I feel drawn to the most. And if you're interested in a reading, you can always head over to my website, promiseharmony.com. You could just pull it up right now if you want in the background, kind of look through it, see what I have to offer if you ever need something answered. I also thought I'd let you guys know I have same-day readings available. If you're ever in a pinch and you're like, I need some word, I need some guidance now, I do have that available and in stock. And if it's your first reading from me, like you've never purchased from me before, you can always email me or DM me on Instagram to get a discount code for your first reading. What's going on, you guys? Okay, so 7 Heaven. Is Daniel a long-term keeper for me? So, let's see. Daniel. I'm assuming this is a love connection. I can feel it. Just long-term. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh my gosh, we're getting really good cards. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. Let's just pull more cards. I want more information on this. Daniel. Oh my god, I'm like literally freaking out over here. So you got the Sun, okay? Look, the Sun is the only card in the tarot that means yes. How crazy is that, that out of all these 78 cards, you get the yes card? So I'm going to say yes. And you know me, I'm very conservative when it comes to love readings. Like, I will tell you the truth. I'm not afraid to hurt people's feelings. I will always be gentle. But you know, if it's not going to work out, or it's just something more, you know, someone who's passing through your life, we'll discuss more what lessons and blessings. And, you know, it's always important to just be in the moment, love whoever's there, and just follow the path and like just live in the moment, right? But look, I'm going to be real. This person, Daniel, seems to have been like God sent for you. There's a really deep connection you guys have, and you're getting, this is going to be long term. I mean, a high potential for that. There is just a really sweet playfulness in this connection. I get this sense that Daniel is in a really good mental space right now, like has a lot to offer, is really bringing you a boost of like genuine positive energy, and has really great intentions. Like, I don't think he's playing you. I genuinely think that he's attracted to you, he's into you, he wants to pursue you, he wants to work for you, he wants to fight for you, you know? And your guides are even saying, give this relationship a chance, because, you know, they're almost pushing you into it, saying, hey, like, don't be afraid. Yeah, maybe you've been let down many times before. You got to kiss a lot of frogs to find your prince, right? But this guy Daniel's the real deal, and we got, this could be the one. I don't know if this is like you're going to marry him. I'm not looking that far ahead, but they're just like, yeah, this is long-term potential for sure. And you couldn't even get any better cards than this. I'm kind of interested to see like what they will say if we just ask the guides to just spell it out. What do you need to know about Daniel and this connection? Okay, yeah, they're saying you're still grieving over a connection that you had recently, maybe in the past couple months, that ended up being unrequited. And so it's like, as you're connecting with Daniel, it's almost like you're projecting that energy onto him, because you're just like, you know, it's almost just feels too good to be true, right? But your guides are saying let Daniel take the lead. Don't project that energy onto him. It's normal to like feel like that if you've been burned before, but he's not here to do that to you. Yeah, your guides are really trying to tell you, look, pay attention. Where is this fear coming from? You might still have some energy to clear, but it doesn't mean that things are going to go wrong with Daniel. Yeah, you're just uncertain because you've had a lot of people cross your boundaries. You've had a lot of people lead you on, and you had them act just like Daniel's acting and then totally flip on you. But Daniel's different. I think you can trust his energy. I feel that. Yes, you guys have been magnetically drawn together. And it's going to be hard for him to, like, I just don't see him wanting to quit this anytime soon. You know what I mean? Yeah, look, you have a future together. Like, you manifested this. So that's what I'm seeing. I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for asking a question, and I'm so happy for you and Daniel. Thank you so much for asking a question. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. So great to hang out with you guys, the Rainbow Fam here on a Sunday. I hope you're having a beautiful weekend. We are now in the pre-shadow period of Mercury retrograde. Are you guys excited? Mercury's gonna like really shake some stuff up for us, but I think it's gonna help things move forward in a lot of ways. I just get this sense this Mercury retrograde is here to help us clear anything that's in the way of like our biggest manifestations. And we're heading into this harvest season right now, and it's gonna be so beautiful. So you just hang in there over the next couple weeks. Things are not gonna be what they appear. If you need to chat anytime in the next couple weeks, it could be a little tumultuous. I'm here. You guys know where to find me, promiseharmony.com. So let's answer some more questions. QQ Low, should I reach out to H? So should you reach out to H? Look, you're totally manifesting love right now. I would say no. Your guys see that you're a little restless, you're totally ready for love to come. It's true. You might just feel it around you, and so of course you're thinking about H. But I get this vibe like they telling me something about leaving the past in the past. So let's see. Reaching out to H. Yeah, I'd take that as a no. Yeah, I wouldn't, but love is coming soon for you. I see a new person coming into your life. I hope that resonates with you. We're going to take some more questions. Type your question below, but please don't type it too much. I keep saying the same 3 people over and over, and there's 27 people in this chat, so please give the opportunity for everyone to write their questions. If I see you writing your question too much and spamming the chat, I probably will ignore you. Shreya, what is the future of my connection with S? Okay, let's look into this. Shreya and S. Shreya and S. Shreya and S. Shreya and S. We're seeing some good energies here. Love is definitely in the air right now, I'll tell you. So you guys are definitely going to start dating. If S hasn't like asked you on an official date yet, you can assume that they are going to ask that. They're going to take you out. They're going to treat you. If you've already been dating, you're going to continue that path. I'm not seeing anything about like marriage, but like it doesn't mean that won't happen, but I see that like there's a potential for a relationship here, and S definitely has romantic feelings for you, and you guys are in the process of building trust. Remember, like in order for this to be like the real deal, lock it down, marriage. Trust does need to be built. It doesn't mean you can't trust this person. It's just like you need to pace it and give it time and really like allow yourself to date them. Don't jump ahead too fast. And they're saying right now there's like a flirtation and there's a playfulness, and like that's a sign that they want to they want to continue pursuing you. They want to take it to the next level. So I think you're likely to like get a confession from this person about their feelings over like the next 3 months. I keep seeing them around you. Like I think this process will take a couple months, 2-3 months. Yeah, they were meant to come in your life. 222. It's funny because you almost thought like, oh, I'm gonna end this year with nobody, but you might actually end this year in love with someone. They came in so fast, it was kind of out of the blue. I do have a feeling like in October things are going to get stronger in this relationship. It might not be where you want it to be yet. Like I just keep getting messages to take it at a slow pace. I don't know if this person's an earth sign. It's possible that they are someone who likes to do things slow and methodical and really take their time to get to know you. And like you've already decided you've fallen in love with them. They need some time to catch up to you. Their feelings might not be as strong yet, but it doesn't mean that there isn't that potential. They really want to date you. They are very attracted to you. They definitely have feelings that are growing, and just, trust in what you feel in this connection because there's a bright, sparkly energy here. So I hope that that helps you. Thank you so much for asking a question. And yeah, we're going to move on to who's next. I see some new people popped into the chat. I just want to welcome you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm so excited to be doing live free readings. There's no order to this. I'm just going to choose a couple people I feel drawn to do the reading. Feel free to type your question a couple times. Just don't spam the chat too much, because if I see you spamming the chat where I can't see other people's questions, I might ignore you. So yeah, let's see who's next. Oh, you're welcome, Shreya. Ying, will I get the new role? I just had a second interview. Oh my gosh, congrats on your second interview. That's so exciting. I mean, that is a huge sign. Let's just see. I mean, this is hard. Sometimes I see that people aren't going to get it, and that's depressing, right? And then sometimes I see that they are. It doesn't happen. I'm just going to ask Spirit, what do you need to know? Like, are you going to get this role? I don't know. I mean, the pendulum is swinging, yes, so hard. It's very possible. Will Ying get this new role? Whoa. Yeah, I mean, look, this says an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. I mean, yeah, I think that's kind of creepy, like how on point this card was. And then I'm also seeing something about a new person entering your life. Sometimes when you might meet somebody at this new job. It could be that you have a soul contract with a specific person at the job that you're meant to meet. I don't know if it's romantic. To me, it feels more like a best friend or like a really like good coworker friend, like someone you're going to go out to drinks with after, someone who could move with you to the next opportunity, or like you guys have some idea together. I don't know. There's some bright energy around this. I'd be surprised if you didn't get it. If you don't get it, you need to know that this was just a warm up, and this opportunity is coming. To not give up. But to be honest, I think you're going to get it. And I feel really bright energy. And yes, it's going to be a great career advancement, but there's a specific person you're supposed to meet who's involved with this new job. So like something kind of crazy, awesome is happening in your life right now. So go for it, girl. Like, get it. I'm happy for you. All right. What's up? You guys have good questions. I'm feeling like I'm having a hard time choosing. So Meta Rose, what do the cards want me to know about these last few months of 2022? I should do a pick a card on that. Okay, I'm pulling from my Wildwood deck. I don't know why this deck is like so serious, so like be prepared. Last few months of 2022. Okay. Oh gosh, Meta Rose, you're gonna be challenged, but not like it's not gonna be bad. Okay. But you're gonna really, this year 2022 for you, Meta Rose, was to help you break past like anything that you had created in your life that just wasn't the true you. Sometimes we choose certain paths out of survival. Sometimes we choose certain paths out of like seeming necessity. Sometimes we take on certain roles because it's just all we know and it's what feels comfortable for us, but it's not really like the truth of who we are. And so I feel like this year you've discovered something about yourself, about who you truly are, and your authenticity wants to shine more. And this is somebody who's like a dancer, who's just like, I love dancing, and when I dance, I just feel alive, and like, I don't know how I'm gonna dance or what this path is gonna mean, but I'm just gonna do it, damn it, you know? So maybe it's not dancing for you, but it could be something artistic, or you could have just realized, like, reconnected with a side of yourself from like childhood or something. You could have gotten reconnected with a gift or a talent, or just you could have realized you have a love for travel, or I don't know, a passion for fashion, or like, you know, you love pottery, or it could be anything, but I just get the sense you've been connected, you've been reunited with something, and you're so ready to bring this out into the world. But in order to do that, you're going to have to face a lot of fears, because maybe this is like putting yourself out there and you're starting from the bottom. And I feel like you're just confused on like, how do I get this out there? How do I take this path? Because the path I'm on is so different than this path I want to be on. It's like there's a huge gap between who you've been and who you truly are. It's like a weird shedding process. I really feel like you're the snake that's just shedding its old skin right now. And so your guides are saying keep going, push past the fears and the challenges. That's what you're going to be going through these last couple months, and you're going to be feeling so fulfilled, and you really like are going to find a strength within you that you've never seen before, and you're really getting ready to just empower yourself. This right here is about leaving difficult times behind in your love life. I don't know if there's a breakup coming, or if you're processing something like that, or you're leveling up in your love life, but I feel like spirit's going to be generous with you and send you a wonderful partner, or like a healing in your relationship, and that will probably happen before the end of 2022 as well. So get ready. Big manifestations are coming. There's likely to be a little bit of challenges just before, because you know the rainbow comes after the storm, so there might be a storm, but they're saying that it's there to just wash everything away that doesn't serve you, purify the energy, and help usher in this beautiful new era in your life. So I hope that that resonates with you. Such big, bold energy going on out there right now, you guys. Hang in there. It's a beautiful time. It's a beautiful time on the planet. Wonderful time to be alive. Let's see. So what's going on out there? Hope you guys are doing well. You're welcome, Meta Rose. Okay, Leona, I was really drawn to your question. You're asking a tough question. Not a lot of people ask, but it can be so helpful. I think this is so smart. So, Leona, you're asking, what major blockages are present right now that could be impacting me, especially financially? I'm going to pull some cards from this deck. This is my blockage deck, and it was made for me by a subscriber here on the channel. Actually, one of my subscribers from Croatia. And actually, she's a wonderful animal communicator. So if you guys want to communicate with your animals, whether they are alive or they've crossed over to the other side, just shoot me an email or DM me on Instagram and be like, yo, what's the name of that animal communicator? I'll send you her way. She has really great prices, really great service. She made this for me, and I'm just so thankful. So let's see, Leona, blockages, and especially anything that's keeping you from manifesting finances. Now, the one thing I'm going to say is that there's a lot of fear going on out in the world right now about money and finances. We all had to get creative during the pandemic. Things have changed. There's like a recession and stuff, but you need to know that we live in infinite abundance. and that no matter what's going on in the world, you are always going to have a way provided for you. One of my best money hacks is to go out into nature, because when you go out into nature, you see that everything is in abundance and you feel alive, and you get distracted by like the beautiful sunset or like the grasshoppers, or you see something strange or amazing, or like you feel the wind brushing through your hair, and you just feel so happy and so alive, and you forget about all the troubles. And the more time you spend out in nature, you do absorb that luscious green, fertile, creative, abundant energy. And if you ever, have a struggle, put your hands on Mother Earth and just pray and ask for what you need, and know that it will be given and delivered. And also, you have to pay attention, because sometimes the answer to your prayers is delivered through like intuition and insight, and like guidance to take on more hours at work, or to try this thing, or to take this certain path. So it might not come in one night. Sometimes it does, just the money will miraculously come, but it can come to you in many different ways, many different sources. Also, don't connect with other people, because oftentimes when you pray or you set a goal or an intention, the answer can oftentimes come through another person or through a group of people. And I also say a really great way to manifest money is to give, to provide value for other people. We don't necessarily give to get, but the more that you give, the more you receive. And so I'm actually posting a pick a card reading, I think tomorrow, about how to generate wealth. And it's going to be really cool, and there's a lot of advice in it. And so just make sure you're subscribed and pay attention. Was gonna post it today, but I decided to go live today instead. But it's so funny you asked this question, because I've got something going up about that tomorrow. So blockages for Leona. Now, this first one is really hard and is very personal, asking if you've ever been abused. When I see this card, I think about like my abusive childhood and how I grew up around a lot of people who had lack mentality, and how like I wasn't really raised to like be positive about money, and like I was constantly in a state of panic about it because my family or my parents were. And so I took on that energy, and it's it's been something that like I'm laughing because I'm like, yeah, I've had to work through this. So I don't know if you went through something similar, if the people around you mismanaged their money, or if they had addictions they squandered their money on, or if they were always like, freaking out about it, or maybe as a small child you heard them arguing about it, or you got the sense that you were poor or something, because that can really stick with you. And so this could be something to spend some time writing about, to write about what happened when you were little, to journal about it, to maybe just kind of write about how frustrated you are, how maybe you were upset that you didn't have certain things when you were younger, how you truly deserve to be provided for and not be treated that way. And it can be hard. Maybe you'll shed some tears, but it will be good to be able to take that after you've written it and then rip it up and throw it away or burn it and say, you know what? I don't claim that energy. I didn't deserve that. I am worthy. I was born, and abundance is my birthright, and I'm going to make better choices than they ever did, Next, we're getting be true to yourself. Sometimes we feel like in order to get money, we have to do things that like we really don't want to do. And when you're setting yourself up in your life, sometimes you have to, I don't know, I call it like sometimes you got to pay the piper or you got to start from the bottom. So it can build character to have customer service jobs, or to start at the bottom in a company, or to, have to kind of work a job that's not very fun to work your way up. But if you find yourself continuing to choose jobs like these and not providing yourself with any, better opportunity, it becomes a choice. And this is like saying, look, it's time to be true to yourself and know, like, you can have a wonderful job. You can do something that you feel proud of. And yes, you might have to invest in it. You might have to work nights and weekends towards this new goal to set up your, business, or, work towards the passion or educate yourself, but you can start taking these steps. And I promise you that once you just start taking the steps, you're going to feel better. I worked this one job for 13 years. It was really great when I was a teenager, but as I got older, it was not in alignment with me anymore. It started to feel like I was like a camp counselor at this job. I was working with kids, I was a swim teacher, and I just felt so trapped in it. And as soon as I started taking advantage of my time, nights and weekends, and working towards a dream of mine, even though it seems so far-fetched, just the very act of having something to do in the evening that was just working towards my goal, even if it seemed impossible, helped me feel better and more confident in the moment and helped me be more true to myself. So, those are some tips that, because money flows where your energy and passion goes. Whatever you're the most energetic and passionate about, money will come to you there. It will take time. Rome wasn't built in a day, but it is important to be true to yourself. So, think about that. And then this also says, are you resisting change? I think again about that time I worked for 13 years. I just was frozen. I was stuck. I felt like I didn't go to college or I dropped out of school and there's nothing else I can do. This is the best I can get. Like sometimes we just start telling ourselves these lies that keep us stuck in a certain job or situation, or we say it's because of the government or the state of the world, but this is an abundant, limitless universe, and you will have to work hard. You have to be smart, but you can make changes. And so it could just be the littlest change that you make in your day that can make a difference. Because all you have is today, all you have is now. What change are you going to make today? Maybe it starts with a vision board, maybe it starts with taking the first step. A lot of times, the first step is like researching, reading, gathering knowledge. That's something you can do today. And lastly, on top of all this, your guides are just telling you don't try to be perfect. Wherever you are right now, accept it. It's building you character. Whatever path you've chosen with your career and your finances, how you spent your money, what you got yourself into, you did it. With my clients who have debt, I always tell them to go over their credit cards and to see what they've spent their money on. It can be really eye-opening, but the first step with them, I always say, is gratitude. Be thankful that you bought that thing, that you paid for that health care, that you went out to eat all those times, that you had a great time. Now you're in a shit ton of debt, but you had some fun. You made those choices, and be thankful that you had that ability. And now take responsibility and let's make a plan for how we're going to take care of that, I think that the last thing I'm going to tell you is when you pay your bills or when money goes out, let it leave with gratitude, I always say money flows to me with ease and abundance. Money flows out with gratitude and love. When I pay that annoying bill, like sometimes the cell phone bill or the things like the companies that I'm like, oh, they're totally ripping us off and it doesn't need to be that expensive and it should be free and decentralized. I get mad like that, but then sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'm so thankful that I was able to purchase this service. And, here is my $200 or whatever. And I'm glad that I have this. I'm thankful. That was a mouthful, a lot of information, but maybe you can come back to this video, watch it a couple times, and I hope any of you guys that listen to this, that it helped you too. I know a lot of us out there are really trying to work on building our finances right now and trying to level up. We're all on this journey together. And we have to take responsibility for where we're at. And I love your question, Leona, how you were like, what are my blockages? That's beautiful. I think you're doing a wonderful job. And that's why this card came out. And yeah, y'all stay tuned for Monday, Tuesday. I'm going to post that video about finances. There's going to be a lot of great information in it. So let's move to the next person. What's up? What's going on, you guys? Okay, Apoorva Singh, please help me decide if I should start my career in tarot reading or a similar field as I feel called to do this. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. You just know in your heart when you're being called on this path, usually you go through a spiritual awakening. I get the sense you've been through your awakening and you're out on the other side and you have energy and you want to help others, but there are a lot of options. I mean, I see that you're a very gifted healer, and you could do, Reiki or energy healing or sound healing, or, tarot is just one path. That's the cool thing too, is maybe you start with tarot, but then you can branch your business out to doing other things. Like I started with tarot, and now I also offer life coaching, and I love that. So, oh gosh, I'm so passionate about this. Let's look into this for Apurva Singh tarot reading. Wow, I mean, there's some really great cards coming out. I definitely think this is a path for you. First of all, I see that you have so much fun with the tarot. You're a huge fan of tarot readings. I mean, you're always doing the pick a cards. You've got your favorite tarot readers. I also see that you're a very balanced person, because you see here that the otter is someone who's like very playful, but they also like are very in tune with their emotions, very psychic, very perceptive, but they're also really grounded. And that's exactly what you need to be a tarot reader. I also see that you're someone who's learn to have really strong boundaries with people. In order to be a tarot reader, you gotta have strong boundaries, because people will walk all over you if you let them. And I get the sense that you're strong, that you don't take shit from anybody, that you have what it takes to do this job. I also see that you're someone who, when you decide to do something, you go 100% and go all the way. And that might be why you're still kind of weighing this option, because you're like, that if you decide to go for it, you're not going to give up. And you just don't want to get started on this path and give up. So your guides are telling you, don't worry, like you have that dedication and that drive. You can take this all the way. I also see this message about how you have been initiated into the mysteries, like you have psychic gifts, like I see it, like you're clairvoyant, you have these gifts. I think anybody can cultivate these gifts, but there's other people who, they got it a little bit more intense. Like, anybody can sing, right? But Celine Dion literally is a freak of nature and has a longer neck, and like the way she sings is just out of this world because of it. Like she just was born like that. I think that's like you when it comes to being clairvoyant. Like you have these gifts, and I think it's going to be fun and really satisfying for you to use them. And my suggestion would be to just maybe start a TikTok and just start doing pick a card readings, and just start having fun and pulling cards, and just kind of go with the flow and enjoy it. And of course, you'll have to learn about business and marketing, read books. You don't necessarily need to get certified or take a class. You can let your heart guide you, but I do offer a professional tarot reader course where I teach you how to launch your business. And I've had a couple people go through the course already and do really well. One of my students is already making money. I'm so proud of her. And you can check it out on my website. If you just go to promiseharmony.com, there's a pro tarot course section, and it tells you everything about it. You can even request a free copy of the syllabus, just so you can see, what are we learning in the class? Is this going to be worth it for me? Check it out. Anybody here who's watching, if you want to start a business where you work from home and it's remote and you can travel the world and you love the tarot and you're intuitive and you just thought it would be cool and you want to try it out, I have a professional tarot course available. And so I only have a couple spots right now. I think I have 2 spots open, but yeah, you can always email me, ask questions, request the syllabus. But as far as you, my dear, this seems to be a path that you're really guided on. I do see you doing healing work. You are a healer, and you can choose to do this however you want. And so, yeah, they see that you're a little bit indifferent, because there might also be other gifts that you have. My best advice would be to know that this is just one part of you. Just because you do tarot doesn't mean that on the side you can't also paint or dance or have a life for yourself. This does not define me. I love it, and it's a huge part of my path, but I have other sides of me, and it's not like you just have to choose one thing, but it will require a lot of work and a lot of dedication. yes, they're saying that you're also an artist. Maybe your fear is that you're going to have to give up your artistic side to throw everything into this business. And it will, like I said, take a lot of dedication. I actually used to be a fashion stylist and creative director, and I quit that job to focus more on this. So sometimes there's sacrifices you have to make, but it doesn't mean that you have to give up on the other sides of you. And they're saying like if this is what is fun for you, then do it. Because just because you're good at something and you have spiritual gifts doesn't mean you have to be a martyr and commit your life to being a healer unless that enriches you, unless that's fun for you. But the signs seem to be pointing towards this actually being a really fun path for you, you really enjoying it. And they're saying, don't worry, you can diversify this. Like maybe you start off as a tarot reader, you build your community and your following. And if you change your mind, you can always pivot and shift into something else. Your business will grow organically with you. It is you. So I hope that that resonates. Thank you so much for asking a question. And I'm going to answer for a couple more people. And yeah. Fruit basket. Anything I should know, promise, because I'm actually decomposing, sis. Oh God, I feel you. I cried really hard like earlier this week. I don't know. The energy has been like, I don't know. Blame the planets, blame the energy, right? But you know what's weird? I'm sitting here, and I looked over at this deck, and this card is just sitting on top, and it says loss. So that feeling of just decomposing, maybe you're just grieving right now. Sometimes we push ourselves through life and like we have all this shit we got to do and like something happens and like we grieve it a little bit, but then we push forward and then it comes up again later. And I don't know where you're at on the planet. I don't know if you're in like the northern hemisphere or southern hemisphere, but I know for many of us right now, it's a transition of the seasons. We're going from like summer to fall. And there is such thing kind of as like the end of summer blues. We get this time to have fun and to be free and we kind of shirk off responsibilities and just enjoy ourselves and cut loose, and then like the reality of like having to go back to work or having to go back to school hits and we realize like I don't want to go back to this isn't me anymore. So it could be that you're mourning the loss of things that are just kind of coming up, like almost like a seasonal depression thing, like of maybe you had a lot of breakups in the past around this time. Maybe it's that end of summer, going back to school, going back to work energy. I'm kind of feeling that. And it could be that the energies of, what's going on the planet right now is hitting you. But let me pull more cards before I make assumptions. That's just kind of what I feel as I tap in your energy. Well, I think you're getting a message that like something needs to change. You're starting to feel like a little bit disillusioned or unsatisfied with some area of your life. And it's frustrating because that means you're going to have to make changes. That means you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone. And this card says brilliant new ideas and inspirations. You're in the in-between phase where something needs to change, but the download or the inspiration hasn't come yet. So, this is about seeing the truth of a situation. You could be waking up to the fact that you're not happy with something, And it's always frustrating when you're like, I'm not happy with this, but you might not necessarily know what you want yet. Just remember this is normal. Suffering creates change, you know? You're just like the plants right now that are they're kind of dried up and withered and like it's fall's coming. They're going to shed their leaves and they're going to lie dormant. The harvest season's about to be, it's collected and then it's time to regenerate. And that's literally you. You've had some things to celebrate. suggest that you right now, something to help you would be to write down your accomplishments from this year or the last 6 months, the things you've celebrated, the wins that you've had. Congratulate yourself, because it really is the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. And basically to prepare for your death cycle, to know that, yeah, maybe go into a purging, or there will be tears that will be shed, or you might realize like, I'm not happy anymore and I need to make these changes. But it's going to be beautiful because you're creating space for some new ideas to come, new inspirations that will change your life. They're telling you, yes, this newbie, sorry, I know it froze for a second. They're telling you that yes, this, is coming to you challenging, because it's kind of like a just walking in the dark. You might not get this download or know what you're supposed to do yet. Don't be challenged, fill this space with anything. Just let what wants to shed. And it could be like a lot of times when our future feels uncertain, when we change our mind about what we want, or we don't have a plan or whatever for the future, we can expect the worst, And so it's like you almost afraid that shit's going to keep going like this. Your life will be like this forever, or it's never going to get better. But you're not going to let that happen to yourself. Hell no, you're not going to let that happen. Trust your future self. The best thing you can do right now is wake up every day and just take good care of you. Sometimes taking good care of you means letting yourself be depressed, letting yourself cry, letting yourself be angry, letting yourself be present with your emotions, letting yourself to kind of give in to this so that you can kind of purge it out, make that space. Be gentle with yourself, and make choices to help yourself feel better. Make choices to let yourself have fun sometimes. Take a load off. Take it day by day. Because if you can do that, that means you're building trust in yourself right now, every day. And if you've got your back now, you can look ahead to the future and not worry, because you'll know, you know what? Future self has my back. Future self has my back. I think you're being called right now to walk in faith, not by sight, to take things day by day. Don't make any impulsive decisions right now to try to fix things. Don't force yourself to pick a new career path or to try to meet someone romantically. This is just time for you to just be you. I feel like you've been running around and you haven't let yourself rest. A lot of times we're afraid to just be still, because when we're still, that's when the worries and the fears and the doubts come up. So you just need to sit and let these doubts come up. Then they'll don't attach to them. They'll fly away. They'll float away. Now they are saying that a new person will enter your life. I don't know if you're single right now, what's going on, but I see that there's a new energy coming in. And you're definitely making space for some really cool manifestation to come. So if everything in your life has kind of come to a standstill or a plateau, a lot of times it's just to help you rest, because something really exciting and energetic is coming in, and you want to be able to fully appreciate it with the full magnitude of your energy. Last thing they're saying is, look, things are looking up. This is a good thing. Pay attention to how you feel and make space for it, but this is the end of a difficult situations in your life. All these burdens want to leave and the new era wants to come. And I don't know, you could be taking a trip. It might even be a suggestion to go take a relaxing trip or get a weekend to the beach, the ocean, the lake, the river. Plan a relaxing, restful vacation for yourself if you're able to. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you. I hope that resonates. Thank you so much for your support. And yeah, you guys, my phone only has like 10% left, so I gotta go, even though I want to keep doing readings. But I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And if you guys need me, you know where to find me, promiseharmony.com. And pay attention to the channel the next day or two, because I'm going to post a pick a card reading about generating wealth, and it's gonna have like a tarot spread in it, so you can pull cards with me. It's going to be filled with a lot of practical advice too. And you can always DM me or email me if you have any suggestions for anything you'd like to see on the channel. Like, I'm all ears. And I will see you guys later. Thanks for all your support. I'll see you next time. Peace out.